Search continues this afternoon off the coast of Louisiana for 12 missing crew members of the Seacorp Power. The Houston company's vessel capsized in bad weather almost 48 hours ago. Right now, family members and rescue crews are calling it a race against time. David Gonzalez has more.
He's strong, he works out. We know he's not one of the 6 that was found alive.
Chaz Morales' mom, Dara, is still holding out hope her son will be found alive. Chaz was aboard the Seacorp Power and worked as a crane operator before it capsized during a severe storm. Dara says he wasn't supposed to be on that boat.
Because his shift was over, his 2 weeks, and he decided to stay to run over because they asked him if he wanted to make extra money.
The Coast Guard still calls this a rescue mission versus a recovery.
We're giving it all we got. That's the best I can tell you.
Dara says they've been told that some of the 12 missing crew members may still be trapped in the vessel. Chaz's family, including his 3 children, are heartbroken as they wait for good news.
They love their daddy, and he loves his baby so much. We need him to come home.
In Houston, David Gonzalez, KHOU 11 News.